When the human spirit is free, we can accomplish anything we want. We are very much designed to create and be innovative. If you think about it, the whole universe is made of energy and thoughts. Our thoughts are gained from interacting with people. And sometimes when we are sincere and deep in our efforts to help humanity, I believe we get help from different dimensions. Okay, RJ, how's it going?
It's going great.
No questions?
No question.
How do you do, sir? Good
So
to
nice
see you.
to see you.
Yes, they're making a movie about you.
How did you know?
I can tell. Yeah.
You're in it.
You're in. Well, here we go. Eh?
My name is Robert Skaf. I am a grocer. I have been a grocer for the last 60 years of my life. People ask me, do you work here? My answer, I live here. I am the owner. I am taking a big risk at having painting as such in the business establishment, but I think it's worth taking the risk.
What kind of risk?
Many people were complaining that some of my paintings are offensive, and I wasn't budging on any decisions. They don't agree with the message, and they don't see a reason why they want to be looking at any evocative ideas while they are shopping. We should change our perspective on painting and art. People visit stores a lot more than they visit museums and art galleries.
What do you think of the paintings in the store?
They're interesting. They're all kind of a different design. They all have different message. Yeah, I come here almost every day. I never even noticed them until I heard about the documentary.
I never looked up. I've never noticed it before, but now that I see, I think they're absolutely beautiful.
I mean, this one's pretty intense.
Yeah, very interesting art.
Do you know who the artist is?
Hello, my name is Donna Heisholt. I was born in the East End of Fort William, a town that no longer exists. Actually at McKellar Hospital, a place that is no longer there. I went to Ogden School, no longer there. Churchill High School, no longer there. But I'm here.
How did you guys meet?
One day, I was here shopping, and he was talking to a few people in the aisle, and I was walking by, and I overheard Robert say, "So I need to find an artist." My little ears perked up, and I thought, well, nothing ventured, right? So I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm an artist." He says, "Oh yeah, do you know how to paint?" And he asked me a few technical questions, I'm like, yes, I can do anything, So we kind of started after that, didn't we? Then we've done these paintings. There are about 40 of them. Just take it right back here.
Our partnership has been going on for years now, and hopefully for a few more years.
That's the one thing I think is super cool, that he's turned his grocery store into a gallery. I've gotta be original, I gotta be me, I gotta be me. Da-da-da-da-da.
Most of the paintings are gloomy and dark. Unfortunately, this is how I see our world right now, with COVID-19, I think there were more people dying of overdose on fentanyl than from the virus.
And how do you have experience with young people that have passed away?
I am a grocer. I deal with people every day. I hear their stories. I hear their fate coming to an end. I can feel their suffering. I can see it happening. When you have no cause in life, somehow you lose interest in living. And you become addictive to and vulnerable to any substance abuse. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, but I feel things. You are lucky if you have friends. You're lucky if you have people you can trust and they love you and you love them. But unfortunately, not all of us can be like that.
He asked me if he could use me in one of his visions that he had and bring in a couple of pictures. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the only one that actually looks like me. He had envisioned me as dropping goodies on people. Whether it's a good thing, I don't think so, because it's all junk food. But except for the healthy choices. I'm happy in the healthy choices.
As with all our paintings, the painting has to send a message. It has to be engaging. During the war, it's foggy. Nobody knows what's going on. This is what happens here is you're going to have fog, pink fog, pink fog.
Pink fog, not over everything.
No, enough
but
of
you
it.
want it like approaching,
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
coming in. Well, he was relying on me to take his nebulous description and make it into a visual for him, you know. And I think Robert was traumatized by the way of life, where he comes from, where he came from, history he had to go through. You know, it's just never gonna leave him.
There were snipers, there were shelling, there were shooting. War is always ugly. If you want, most recently, it's very similar to what happened to Syria. You had bombing from everywhere. You have people kidnapping you for no reason except for your religion. Everything shut down. There was hunger. You would be surprised how people change from docile and civilized to savages. How in an instant somebody can turn into a murderer. It never leaves you. You're never happy. You never forget what's happening to your own people.
I can see sustained trauma never leaving the person, and it's never left him. I've said that to him. I said, Robert, are you exorcising demons, through this? Oh, no, he says, he doesn't agree at all.
Person looking at it must be knowledgeable about devastation the locust cause. They destroy all vegetation. They destroy life. There is like 500 million people suffering in the Middle East because they don't want to see peace in that part of the world. So I'm speaking for hundreds of millions of people who suffer because of greed and profit.
Knowing that the history of man is the history of war, that no community of humans has ever been free of war, ever.
I'm probably the only Lebanese that moved away from Lebanon, never went back even for a visit. The trauma was so harsh and unbearable that I wanted to forget about the whole experience. Although prior to the war, there was not enough superlative to describe Beirut, from the Hong Kong of the Middle East to the Paris of the Middle East to the Switzerland of the Middle East. It was a lovely, lovely country. And then war and hate, prejudice and bias destroyed it. Can we take a moment? This is very emotional to me.
Okay.
I've been in Canada now for over 44 years. I've done business in Thunder Bay for almost all this time. Things were going very well, but unfortunately, I didn't expect the impact of the superstore on the market. I lost everything I earned for years, but I am not bitter, and I am not going to waste my life on something that's gone. How can I help you? What are you looking for?
Do you have feta cheese?
Feta cheese.
Feta cheese.
Already. Every family has a story to tell. We don't have to put up with violence, poverty to that extreme. I know we cannot eradicate poverty, but we can reduce it drastically. Same with the violence and wars. And this is one of the reasons I do what I do. I am hoping that the message will get out to people. The aimless ship shows you again my pessimistic views about the future of humanity. The ship represents humanity, and it's been wrecked. Our lifestyle right now is not going to be sustained forever. We have elected to lead a life that's very expensive, very taxing on the environment. The elite has the power to influence any law, any steps a government take. What good is it when you have billions of dollars and the whole entire planet is dying?
Until the earth dies, good people will continue to try and help others, whether they are victims of war or other injustice. I have faith in people.
We didn't have the response we were hoping for. Most people are too busy to look, you know. And then,
People have never looked.
for all I know, everybody, my friends, my family, it was wasted money.
Some of them are a little bit morbid, you know, but
I like how there's like a political edge to them. And it's kind of ironic being in such a benign place like a grocery store, you know. But it's fantastic because it probably reaches so many people in the community.
The stairs to heaven. And I write here love, devotion, and it's this combination of sacrifice and devotion that offer us solace and happiness and meaning to life. If we want to enjoy life and be happy, we have to contribute as well.
You know, I'm living in death's departure lounge at my age. At my age, I'm in this big room on a train, looks like a subway train, right? Going, stopping, people getting on. Stop, people get on. And I have a ticket. One day I'll be riding that train, but I can't read the time or the date. But one day it'll stop for me and I'll get on, you know. And that's not that far in the future. So until then, I have to do as much as I can to make my life worthwhile to myself.
Time. Time is everything. We don't know when our time is going to be up. We don't know when the whole human race is going to disappear. We don't know when our planet is going to disappear.
There's always something more you can do. And maybe his way are these paintings as his way of contributing to mankind and making the world a better place.
And this is the secret of happiness, is that you have to realize happiness also means heartache, means sacrifice, means efforts, means giving.